Hi guys, welcome to Keeping It Simple Crafts. I hope everyone is doing good. Today I'm going to show you how I made this adorable Peep swag. Don't forget, if you like this video, to give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment, share this video with someone that you think would like to make one, and if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, I would love to have you as a subscriber. For this DIY, I used 2 of the white Dollar Tree Christmas trees. I also used some Peeps. Now my friend Sandra, she sent me those. I believe she picked those up last year at Dollar General, and then I picked those up this year at Walmart. So they're around $3, and you just need 2 Peeps, and you're going to need some ribbon with wire for your swag and for your bow. You're going to need some Dollar Tree Easter eggs and some Dollar Tree carrots. So you'll want to take your Christmas trees out of the box, just remove that end piece and the legs, you don't need those, and then you're going to want to fluff your little Christmas trees. You are also going to need some zip ties, your hot glue gun and glue sticks, and some floral wire to make this wreath. So just take your time, fluff your little trees. Now we're going to be putting them together, so on one side you really don't have to fluff it because you're going to be putting them together and making a teardrop swag. If you hear someone, it is little Parker. He is asleep in my lap and sometimes he snores. So here I'm just taking my 2 little Christmas trees and I'm laying them side by side, and then I am going to zip tie the 2 trees together. So I just picked up some clear zip ties, and then I'm just going to zip tie them together nice and tight. So I put one around the middle and then one zip tie at the top. So here I'm just zip tying the top together. Now we will be adding a big bow with lots of fun tails to hide the top of the Christmas trees in just a little bit. So this is how it looks when you get them put together, and then you might have to reshape and fluff your little teardrop swag. Next, I'm adding 3 different colors of ribbon. This is 1.5 inch width ribbon with wire, and I picked it up this spring in store at Sam's Club. So I just pinched it together about 4 inches down, twisted it in 2 of the branches at the top left, and you don't want to pull your ribbon tight. You want to leave it loose and just kind of go to the left, to the right, back to the left, back to the right, zigzag the ribbon all the way down your swag. Now it doesn't have to be perfect or anything because we're going to be adding bunnies, we're going to be adding carrots, Easter eggs, so you just want to make sure that you're covering it up where you're not seeing the Christmas tree so much. If you have a Sam's Club close by, you might want to stop by and check to see if they have some ribbon left. You get 50 yards of ribbon for less than $7 a roll, so it's really a great deal. Just try not to get your ribbon twisted up, and just take your ribbon and twist it between 2 branches, and then just go back across, and then at the bottom you're going to want to leave some long tails. You do not have to use 3 colors of ribbon. You can just use 1 color, 2 colors, whatever you like. I'm just giving you some ideas, but I went ahead and used 3 colors because I knew that I was going to be using these colors in a bow. Also, since this is only 1.5 inch width ribbon, I decided to use 3 because, you know, it's a lot smaller than the 2.5 inch. And my daughter just crinkled the tails for me, which I thought was so cute and so fun. Next, I went in with some 2.5 inch width ribbon that I had left over last year. Now 1 roll did run out, but that's okay because we're putting all kinds of cute fun stuff on top of it. So I wanted to use some leftover ribbon. So this is a good DIY for, you know, using some leftover ribbon, because I hate to throw away ribbon because it is so expensive. So I just did the same steps. I started this time on the top right, leaving about 4 inches, and then I just zigzagged the ribbon across the wreath. Now some people might think that this was unnecessary or too much ribbon, but in the end it turns out really pretty. So that's where my roll ran out. So I just ended up dovetailing that end, and it just, you know, looks fun with the tail sticking out. So I just continued zigzagging down my swag, Sorry if you hear something. I have Lucky and Parker here with me. Parker is my little chihuahua and Lucky is my daughter's little coonhound, and they just love staying with me when I edit videos. So I'm sorry if you hear something, but they are just the sweetest little dogs, so I enjoy having them with me. You'll have to let me know if you have any dogs or cats or any pets. We have dogs, we have cats, and we also have a tortoise. Willow, our little kitten, does make an appearance in this video because I had a request to show her since she is growing, and she has been on this channel since we got her at 7 weeks old. So here I made it to the end and just left a long tail. Now I'm taking some twine Easter egg picks from Dollar Tree, and I am just adding them to the top in different places. Now you could trim the wooden stem shorter if you need to. I did add two packages actually to this little swag. I went back after I had my Peeps in place and added one more package of the purple twine eggs. Next I'm tying a big bow, so I let out about an 8-inch tail, made a loop, went to the other side, made another loop, and these are probably about 5-inch loops, so it's a pretty big bow. Going back to my first side, making another loop, keeping it pinched tightly in my left hand. Sometimes when you have a design on your ribbon, you have to twist the ribbon to keep the design on top. Just try to make your loops the same size each time. Now I'm letting out a tail. Now I'm going to add the other colors of ribbon on top. So I'm going to let out a tail, place it right on top of the first color, make a loop. Now I went ahead with the purple and did about 5-inch loops. Same steps, just try to make your loops the same size each time. So 2 loops on the left, 2 on the right with the purple 1.5-inch width ribbon with wire. Now you can make this swag for any season or holiday. I am making mine for Easter because Easter is just a little over a week away. Next I'm adding the green ribbon, same steps, let out a tail, make a loop. Now I made this loop probably about a 4-inch loop with the green ribbon. Same steps, try to make your loops the same size when you're using the same color of ribbon. So I did 2 loops on the left, 2 loops on the right, keeping it pinched tightly in my left hand, letting out a tail. So I'm going to get my last color of ribbon, which is this pretty pastel pink, letting out a tail. And I'm just going to make a single loop on the left and one on the right, probably about 3.5-inch loops. Then I'm going to let out a tail. And I know this is a lot of ribbon to hold, so I'm going to be using a zip tie to wrap it around the center of this bow. Now you could just use floral wire if you would like. So just make sure you get your zip tie right in the center and nice and tight. Then trim off the extra part of the zip tie. To dovetail the ends, fold your tail in half with the edges to the left side. Go to the folded side, cut away from the fold, and that makes the pretty V on the ends. So you'll want to do that to all your tails, then fluff your loops, and then my daughter crinkled the tails for me, which I thought was just adorable and so fun for Easter. Then here I'm taking a piece of floral wire, threading it under the zip tie, that way I can attach it easily to my wreath. This bow is a large bow, so I'm putting it at the very top so that it covers up those bars that stick up, and then I'm also going to add some more Easter egg picks, and so that also helps camouflage those 2 bars at the top of the trees. So that's how it looks with the tails and the big loops and the fun colors. And so I did make a smaller bow for the bottom of the wreath also. To attach the Peeps, we didn't want to hot glue them on because I like to reuse things, so we just threaded a piece of wire through the back of them. Then I am just taking the wires and threading them through the little branches to the back, giving the wires a few twists, then cutting off the wires short and folding them down. So I just added 2 Peeps to this wreath. So this is how it looks with my 2 Peeps, but I decided I need to a lot more to it, so we added some fun things like carrots and more eggs and another bow. Sorry the lighting is not great on this video. And then here's the bow that I made for the bottom. I just kept it simple. And there's Miss Willow. Look how big she is. She's probably about 6 months old right now. And she had to check out my little swag. And she tried to chew on it, but I had to stop her. And then here I'm just hot gluing on some carrots from Dollar Tree. Just be very careful when you're using your hot glue. And this is the way it looks hanging on my front door. Now I will be taking this wreath inside since it has the cute little peeps on it, but I just wanted to bring it outside so you could see the pretty colors. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. And if you can, please share this video. I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful Easter.